going on, guys? We're back with another replay analysis. This one of Dazzabound. And he's got a teammate, Conclusive Spoon, that they've been playing together for about a year. They're sitting around Platinum 3, trying to jump up the ranks here. But they've been stuck here for a while. And he wants me to focus on both of them throughout this replay, so I will try my best to do so. He got this done, patreon.com/Gibbs00. Replay analysis, free play coaching, tournaments every month for money. So come check them out. We have a lot of fun. Those tournaments are a lot of fun, guys. It's all random. In the very first one, we had a platinum make it all the way to the finals and actually win some money. So come on out. Have some fun. Anyway, let's continue. We'll start this replay over. That looked like an exciting play, but we'll start it over. Here we go. The face-off. A lovely face-off. So he goes for the fast kickoff. He wins it outright. But honestly, this doesn't really do a lot. Let's see where his teammate is. Conclusive Spoon. Unless Conclusive Spoon moves up, then it's not really doing a lot here. Dazzabound has 0 boost now. Trying for the pass and play. Honestly, if I was Conclusive Spoon here, when Dazzabound has 0 boost, I would not be up that far waiting for a pass. You can't really trust that Dazzabound is going to be able to make a really nice pass. The only way he can is if he flicks it off his car. Because of the 0 boost, Conclusive Spoon moves up too far, they get challenged, and he's just out of position to make another play. Here we go. Another face-off. Going for the boost grab. I don't mind that. It's either cheat or boost. Whichever you prefer. It's not the end of the world. Goes for it. Side flips a little early and kind of destroys that shot attempt. Honestly, though, he probably didn't even have to fly for it. I just want to go back real quick to see. This is one of my pet peeves. Like, you see how no one's going for this ball? Bassi kind of is, I guess. Maybe there's some way that he could catch it. Probably not, though, because he's going to have 0 boost or close to it from the face-off. Cruel, though, backed off. And that's where, like, you can set up a boomer of a shot where it bounces, and then it'll be a way more accurate shot than if you have to fly. But nonetheless, didn't really work out. Now, Conclusive trying to make some plays. Going for the 1-2 pop. He actually doesn't get a great second hit. I don't think he meant to do this on purpose, but it works out really well for Dazzabound. Dazzabound gets a nice shot on net. That's a perfect location. It's exactly where you want to throw it. See how both are backwards, and they're taking up most of the net. But they do cheat over to the near post almost all the time. Goalies will always... well, so I shouldn't say that. When they're backwards, I feel like they will try and cheat to the more open side of the net. And it seemed like that was more open for a shot. So Cruel tries to throw it to the outside. Or, I'm sorry, Dazza. And then Cruel almost made the save. But Conclusive comes in, finishes it off. Well done there. Shot location got them that goal. And it was a great setup from his teammate. I don't think he necessarily meant to set it up like that, but it worked out. We're moving forward. Trying for a play here. Doesn't really work out for them, but that's okay. Not every single play is going to work out. The main thing is Conclusive just can't creep up too far. He's looking pretty good here. Let's swap over to him. Just trying to see what play happens there. Comes in for the challenge. Smart idea. Ooh, Daz might have been able to have a shot here, but it is dangerous. Let's see what he's got here. He picks up 100 boost. He probably thinks Cruel's just going to pop this over his head, but Cruel was not that close to it. Better safe than sorry, though. Looks like Daz is the main aggressor, while Conclusive's that cleaner-up guy. And Conclusive makes a bad touch here on the save. Should have never turned around here. As soon as you see someone going up a wall, expect the worst. They can easily clear this all the way to your net and hit crossbar and go in. So you should be going back to your net pretty far here. He starts to turn around. Now the ball is coming directly at him. Those are the hardest plays to make because you actually have to kind of turn around the ball a bit so you can get a better deflection to get it from not just bank it off your car and going right to the middle. And that's exactly what happens here. It just hits him pretty much dead on. He does get a second jump at it to try and give it some speed. But since the ball was coming right at him, he didn't fly and change his direction at all. And it kind of just banks off him for an easy center. You got to be very careful of those. Going over to Dazza. Nice little clear here. Both of the orange teams charge there. Very weird play to charge on. And Daz has a chance to throw this in the middle. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have touched it that extra time here. As soon as he does this, he should probably turn around and leave. Let Conclusive feel out what type of defense is going to happen and make a play. But he hits it one extra time, and now it's just going around the net. Now, Conclusive's by himself, and he's got to, like, check himself a little bit more. It's a great idea here from Dazza. He's definitely the main aggressor. Conclusive throws it up to the left, and I like how Dazza immediately charges over there. Cruel, earlier in the game, had a hard time with the ball going over his head, and maybe he read that, maybe not, but he goes to the play, just barely misses, though. That's the risk and reward of twos, is if you do go for a play like that, you got to make sure it goes in. I like the idea, just the execution wasn't there, and it cost him a goal, and that's going to happen a lot in twos. So, but honestly, like, if you're trying to improve, those are the plays that you should be trying to do to improve. So I don't mind the play. Once again, this area was a little rough. It feels like his aerials have been a little bit sketchy. And this just turns into a boomer from the other team. Now, Conclusive, I'm going to go back to him real quick. He sees the weak touch barely. Like, he didn't... he was tackling ball cam very sporadically there. He probably didn't see the entire play. So he starts to move up right there. That little boost to move forward puts him out of position. And if he would have left ball cam on for a little bit longer, he might have been able to see how Dazza hit it and noticed, oh, this could be a boomer back and be in a better spot. Now he's trying to back up a wall. Probably not the greatest idea. I like the idea of him just trying to see where the other guy is and try and block his angles. Almost works here. But he goes low, turns into a passing situation, but no one's really there. Dazza gets the clear. Relatively weak clear, though. I'm going to go back to Dazza here. So it banks off the wall. He sees that, like, no one's really challenging him on this play. One thing that you should always do in twos is see if both guys are on the same side of the field. And if they are, and you're on defense, just dribble the ball to the other side of the field. You have plenty of open space. Drive it up the wall. Do a high clear, or just drive it to a boost so you have boost. Instead, he throws it right back to where two orange cars are. His teammate is kind of over there as well, but it's not a great idea when both orange players are on the same side of the field and you throw it back that way. Gives up ball possession and gives them a chance for another scoring opportunity. Conclusive, making a good challenge there. Going for the shot off the wall. Doesn't really work out. But one thing I want to see here is, like, Dazza... Not a bad idea to come with this play in case he does get the pass a little bit more laterally. He is a little hesitant, which I do like. But now he's not hesitant. Like, as soon as he sees Conclusive Spoon hit it gently towards the goalie, that's when you're supposed to turn around. That's why you're hesitant to start. But instead, he boosts forward where he doesn't have a play at all here, and the goalie can make an easy clear. And now he's out of position. He had to use a lot of boost. He's going to pick up some welfare here, but still... It wasn't the greatest play. He had to hustle back and make that touch, and they could have cost them a goal, but luckily they get out of it. They got to be very careful with trying to charge on plays in twos. Great pass there to Conclusive. Conclusive, I think, was just a little bit off angle. Tries to fight it off, but this is a great idea from Dazzabound. Yeah, Conclusive's just a little bit too in line with the ball, and this is kind of the same way when he was on defense. Not really his fault. It was a really good pass. It's just hard to handle this. He does still handle it pretty well and throws it towards the net high, which gives Dazza a chance here. And Dazza's going to go up and give it a whirl. It doesn't work out, but that's fine. He can always leave. I'm not a huge fan of that play. Conclusive kind of just passed it to the middle here. And he's out of the play for a bit. He's landing a little awkward on the wall. And Dazza, like, maybe he can hit this gently back to Conclusive, but I'm not really a fan of this play. I'd rather see him rotate out and let Conclusive go for the challenge. Let Dazza try and clean up a rebound. But instead, Dazza tries for the back pass. A little dangerous, but I do like the play here from Conclusive. Throw deep back into his corner. He gets the boost and is now able to go up the wall with it. Very smart play. And Dazza is there to support as well. So they made up for it. Throughout that entire play, Dazza comes back here to support him. He moves close to the ball, making the next touch. And that was a great play from them to make up for the little bit of an awkward play. And then to top it off, Dazza with the pass while they're hustling back. Just a nice, gentle one off the wall. Conclusive, great goal. Fantastic play when you had a little bit of a sketchy situation where the ball was behind you, rolling towards your net. So great play from both of them. A little bit of a hard face from the corner, but Conclusive does win it. Well done there. Let's see if Dazza can get ready for a pass here. Got to be a little cautious once again. Both players are going up the wall, so I like it. And this play, I don't mind. You kind of want to rush the defender to just clear it out, and Conclusive should be there in time. So it gives ball possession back to the blue side. But that play I'm not a huge fan of from Conclusive is he's got time now. He knows he has time. That guy just got bumped out. And he just smacks it high against the wall, rolling it right back to their goalie. And that's the one thing you don't want to do in twos. And Dazza, he has to hustle back now because he sees this happening. And you know it's going to be a boomer. So he's got to make a good play here. Not the greatest touch, and now it turns into another shot. And that's all because of the start with Conclusive. With the poor touch to the goalie, Dazza then gets a poor rebound because it's a hard save. But Conclusive does make the save in the end, but that could have been really, really sketchy for them. A little bit of an awkward play here. Everyone missing. But we'll take it forward. See what he does with this. Ooh. That wasn't even that great of a shot. Basti making a pretty rough play here. Let's go back. Let's see how this all worked out. So he's expecting a shot from Crew over here. Doesn't happen, though. So now he's got to retreat. And Dazzabound, he takes off the bounce, which is a good play. Never turn around there. It's a very light hit. You know he's going for a second touch. They always go for the pop and then shot. That's exactly what Dazza does. He doesn't even turn around near his net. He's like on the 6-yard line, basically. And just goes right over his head. Well, like, if you're going to turn around it, like, closer to your net. He should have also boosted back to his net, which he did not do. Right here, you should be boosting back to your net. You have 83 boost. Use it. That's why you have it, to put yourself in better positions faster. He doesn't use any of it, so that's what puts him into a really bad situation. And gets scored on when he had 94 boost, when he could have used a ton of that to just get back to net and then make a different play. Continuing on. I'm getting angry. Ooh, another little rough aerial here from Dazza. Not really an aerial, just trying to read it off the wall. Like, it's a hard play. Worked out, though. Spoon's there to back him up. Great little tip. I like this play from Dazza. Since he's here, it's a good idea to try and make some use of it. Just a little bit too hard. Conclusive, though, that's a great play to fight that one off. And he put it back into a corner. So they're safe for a little bit, and both of them are now back on defense. This play I'm not a huge fan of. He beats one here off the wall. And then one thing that you can do, like, you don't necessarily have to just throw it off the wall as soon as you can. You see Cruel here backing off. And you could easily just let that ball drop in front of you. You might get a little bit of a challenge from Basti. But it's better than just throwing it perfectly center for the other guy to get a shot. Like, you're better off just letting that ball gently glide down and then trying to make a play as you drive back down off the wall. But that's a hard save for Conclusive, and he doesn't make it, but makes up for it here with the face-off goal. Beautiful. Beautiful shot here. Basti Mike making a really bad play here once again on defense. He's coming for the cheat, but boost is not greater than ball. And that's what he goes for there. He goes for the boost. Conclusive goes for the ball, and that's a free goal. You have to challenge that ball because your teammate is not going to be able to get back in time. So great shot there from Conclusive. That's a weird spin around. So he goes to the boost here, but he spins back towards his net. Like, that ball is slowly going to go up the wall. I'm surprised he doesn't just slowly go up the wall with it. Kind of turns around for a second. He has time, I guess, to do stuff with it, but... And he does take his time, which is good. Just a little bit of an awkward just turning at the start of that. Conclusive thinking about coming. He's revving those engines over here. So this is a, like, pretty bad pass, but it happens in twos. Luckily, Cruel doesn't really make a good play. Tries for the dribble, though. Now Conclusive can finally come up. Again, he's the passive one on the team, which is fine if you have certain roles. Makes it a little easier around these levels. I mean, like, it works at high levels, too, so it's not the end of the world. Nice little pass from Dazzabound. Like, these plays I love to see. Just these gentle plays. Like, you know your teammate's there. Just hand the ball off to him and let him do his thing. Those plays, they seem like, oh, they're super simple. But a lot of people don't think about them, and they'll just go for, like, oh, I have to throw the ball forward. So I like seeing those plays from lower level players. It shows that they like understand the game a bit more and know when they can gently pass it to a teammate. All right, we got Conclusive here. Let's see what he does off this wall. See, right here is the exact situation I was talking about with Dazza. Conclusive, he takes it off the wall, but he realizes like if he just goes for a side roll off the wall, it's going right to Basti Nake over there. I think I was calling him Mike, but whatever. So he comes off the wall and then goes for the pop pass to Dazza. Dazza almost makes it work, but not really. So Conclusive has to chill back. Great defense there. It was a close call, but he does make it happen. TV can win this off the wall. Beautiful read off the curve of the ceiling. And then we'll go back to Dazza. And clear the ball right to him. Luckily for Orange, that ball does not go in. Conclusive getting a little aggressive. I like it. Doesn't happen often, it seems like. But that was a good read. Ooh, Dazza. Oh, it was 0 seconds. Okay. It was a little bit of an awkward play where he jumps here. He should have just let him have it. And waited to see what else would happen. But we got some overtime. We got some bonus time. Dazza comes at this late. Should not have jumped at this point. You know you have lost. As soon as you see him jump, right here, you know you lost and you have to retreat. But he jumps anyway. And that was kind of unfortunate, but Conclusive does get the ball first. And that's going to be a free goal. Nice play there from Conclusive. A bad play at the start from Dazza, but he makes up for it by handling that pass well. Taking his time with it as well, because he sees Basti. He challenged it, so Dazza knows he's got all the time in the world. So great job to settle that ball down. That second touch, a little bit hard, but he does get the goal, and they get the win. Well done to them. And thank you so much, Dazza, for the replay analysis. Thank you guys for watching. That's going to do it for this one, and we'll see you next time. Bye.